Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. We have already started here. Rashford heads it! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out. This is what good chemistry is all about.
And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. David Villa, a little gem amongst strikers.
Yeah, and I think there are probably two things that set him apart, Peter. First, the ability to mould himself into any formation the team wants, often ploughing a lonely furrow up front. And second, having such a hugely impressive goal-scoring record, despite often being burdened with having to take free kicks and corners.
Put it all together, and you've got one of the finest strikers of his generation.
Exactly.
Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's in! And terrific header! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Xavi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Rashford. Well seen, saw that coming. First quarter of an hour gone. He's free, he has got space. Has a look and plays it forward. Costa Curta. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Threads one in. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's fabulous. Xavi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And it's Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Eto'o.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
David Villa. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's had a shot! Cleared without complication. Iniesta. Cruyff. That's tidy. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Eto'o. He's away! Iniesta, brilliantly cut out. Now that's well seen too. He's shifting through the gears here. Pedri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Iniesta. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. El Shaarawy climbs up big! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Van Dijk picks it up from the goal kick. Looking here to chip it through. And he's managed to get rid.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And that could set him on his way. El Shaarawy! He scores! And this is getting better and better.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And Messi! They are rampant! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So you hear the chants of easy, easy, and those are entirely justified. 3-0 after 45 minutes, and it is hard to believe that there won't be more after the break.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Barcelona have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Forwards and with intent. And they win it back again. Iniesta. He has found the way through. Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
And that is expertly dealt with. Cruyff. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have...
Decent hit! He's kept it out, just.
Barcelona certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Pedri. Well read, and the danger is averted. Cafu. And it's Messi. Great ball if he can get there. Iniesta. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Son Heung-min. Rashford. Speculative strike. And he should have made it 4.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Cruyff in acres of space out wide. Nice ball, and he's in here. David Villa!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Rashford. Costa Curta calmly anticipates.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And it's Xavi. He's had it taken off him. Messi looking to run onto it. Iniesta. And the counter is on. And he's had it nicked away. Rashford. It's Pedri. Rodri. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that was vital. The referee has given a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Gets his head to it! Outstanding save to keep that out. Pedri. Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, could be danger here. He could be in here. It's Son Heung-min! In he goes again. It's in! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 3, el dorsal 2, el dorsal 18, el dorsal 11.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Kubo. Costa Curta. Rodri goes sliding in. Cafu. Gets his pass away.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's got away. Iniesta defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. Can he finish? And it's in! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Barcelona can have a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. He's found a way through. Oh, no joy this time. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. He's in plenty of space here. Kubo hurtling down that right flank. Has a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Son Heung-min, and he's found a way past. Rodri, he's gone for goal! And it's come back out to him. And time is up. Barcelona pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here, the followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Looking for the runner. He's played him through. There's a no-nonsense tackle. And Dijk gets rid without sophistication. No, that's been intercepted. And he cuts out the supply. Gets his pass away. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Zico! That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Bastoni cuts out the pass. Centre of attention, of course, Zico. Now he can play.
Well, you know, he isn't just a playmaker, Peter. He puts the hard yards in, and he has the presence to be quite a strong leader too.
So it's no surprise that so many idolise him and emulate him.
Brazilian flair and elegance is tough to emulate, but very easy to admire.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And he's managed to get rid. Oh, what has happened here? And Torres! Goal! Body! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, that's well spotted. That's a good ball played into space. Rashford. Now it's Rashford. Well, there's the clearance. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That is ended up in no man's land. He can run onto that. That was good alertness. Tries to get it clear. But that has not gone well.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They're back on the ball again. Beckenbauer. Now it's Rashford. Rashford. He's found a way through. Oh, Red, nice interception. Havertz gets over and intercepts. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Always onto this. Torres! It's loose. In for the pieces! Oh, nearly. Half an hour played now. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. And he welcomes it in. And he's there to clear it. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Pedri. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
No, again there's no way through. And it's Messi. And it's lofted through here. He's looking to set free a runner. Referee's given a throw. No way through, so back it comes. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Oh, and he's through the middle. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Hakimi. Oh, no joy this time. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, strongly challenged there. And the shot! He's scored! 2 to the good! They have breathing space!
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Bari are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And he's managed to get free. Van Bouten gets it away. Fernando Torres. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, look at the space. It's Zico! Well, now that's another chance. And the ball's come loose here. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Messi. Well read. And the danger is averted.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Rodri calmly anticipates.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Araujo gets across to intercept that. Barcelona finding their passes. He could be in here. Pedri! Hernandez getting this one clear. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 7 será reemplazado por el dorsal 10. Se va a realizar un cambio de
That's got him rattled. And we have our very first corner. Zico can get it clear. Shifted upfield. Hakimi. Barcelona awarded another corner. Barcelona have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Zico clears. Can he put it away? That is decidedly lacking.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
He's had it taken off him. Donnarumma sends that a long way. Some resolute defending there. Beckenbauer. That is a great pick out. Rashford. And he was alert to it. Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Maradona. Fernando Torres. And Torres! Yes! And the lead is extended still further.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11.
So there's going to be another change here.
El dorsal 16.
A case now of complete control.
El dorsal 14.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility. Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kubo going face to face with his great rival. He gets big! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And one more try! It's in!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So is this the start of a comeback? Rashford charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, he's been caught napping. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's played forward. Short changes him with that pass. Nicely spread. Now it's Torres. Look at the space. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal!
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. The action has already started. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Where? That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Done delicately. Works it forward. Gets his pass away. Oh, that's well spotted. It's a pretty loose pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Bellingham! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Well, that looks a decent ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Quality ball. Mbappe chasing after it. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that...
Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And he's intervened well there. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he was quick to react. Now that's well seen too. Havertz. That has been slung wide. Havertz. And it's Rashford. Now it's Mbappe. He's looking wide. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. El Shaarawy. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains.
Messi, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
He has found the way through. That looks a cracking ball. Deftly away. McAllister.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's beaten them and the finish! That is decidedly lacking.
Egypt certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Pass somewhat off target. Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Played back in, and the shot! Goal! Egypt! And Egypt are in front. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And Messi!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Rashford stood up well to him there. And that has put paid to that. And it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Rodri.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Bellingham. And the first half is done. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the 1 goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Here we go again.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Where? Back into the middle. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Shifted it to the flank. And it's Al-Sharawi. He's had it taken off him. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Great chance here to level it up. He's having a good look here. Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Corner number 2 then. Tries to get it clear. Egypt are looking to go forward now. Ball's played through. He's found a way through. Rashford.
That's positional gold. The utilisation of space.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Spread out to the left. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Bellingham looking understandably energised after his goal. Spread it left. Gnabry, and Dijk can get it clear. That's a good ball out wide. Barcelona still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. Now it's Rashford. That's an excellent interception. Egypt are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Distributed tidily. Messi. No way through there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Oh, super find. Rashford is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Rashford. And he's being shifted off it. He is through here. There's the hit. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Turns and goes back. Cleared without hesitation. Struck first time. Oh, that was no routine save.
Ware clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Bellingham pinches it off him. Havertz. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Mbappe. Lofted upfield. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hakimi is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Now then, the ball's come loose.
Egypt surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Where? Out to the left it goes. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Barcelona are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
And he's there to clear it. Now it's Gnabry.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Messi. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Messi. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Substitution for Egypt, number 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them.
Bellingham, number 16.
They've won a corner.
Coming on the field, number 11.
It's their second corner of the game.
Number 9, Modric. Number 25, Thomas Müller. Number 15, Fofana.
He thumps it clear.
Taking place.
Alexander-Arnold.
Egypt can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
And he's quick to snatch it back. And the shot! It's there! And with that goal comes comfort.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
2 added minutes has
Well, it's
been
an inspired
indicated.
substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
2 up and very little time left. Where? Loose ball now and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what has happened here? Rodri. Oh, good ball. Shapes to shoot. And yes, it's there. Deep, deep into injury time. And that's that. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things.